Hello and welcome along. Today on the West Coast, we are going to be doing some mowing. We're going to be creating some hay, so we're going to go and mow field 30 here, which looks like it's going to be a lot of fun actually. We have our TS115, and we've got it hooked up to the mower, and we're going to just sort of do a U-turn and get in there. So without further ado, let's get it started up and heading in. Our curvilion mower. Right, there we are. Ooh. How do you fold this mower out? This is a bit of a strange mower, this. Oh, hang on. There we go. So we need to turn course plate off. There we go. Turn the mower on. And head into the field. Like so. Lower it. There we go. We do have crop destruction on, so we're going to keep as close to the outer edge of the field as we can while we're doing this, to preserve as much grass as we can. There we go. Right, it's the only downside to using mowers like this on here, is that with that we can't actually, there's a whole outer area where we don't have a front mower on here, that we lose some of the yield. That is kind of a given when you use one of these. What we do is we just turn right round on the other side and just go around with what's left on the outside. This is a decent sized field. This really is. Wow. One of the things I'm amazed at with this map is that this is a standard size map. That this isn't a 4x map. And yet it has 90 fields. And 90 good sized fields on it. I mean, that's a lot to pack into a map. And it doesn't feel small. In any way does this map feel small. And I don't, it's almost a TARDIS of a map, in that it's bigger on the inside than it appears on the outside. I'd really love to know how he's done it, because if I could pull the same thing off for my map, that would be fantastic. But I don't know how Bullet Bill has managed to get 90 fields onto a standard size map. Because it has to be a standard size map, because otherwise it couldn't have been, I know it's not on consoles yet, but it couldn't have been submitted to be on consoles if it was a 4x map. Right, let's... So, and that way we can go back around the outside. We'll have to turn around again in a minute. Put that down. Right, we'll go and cut the bit we have just driven over. We'll make sure that we get everything. Ooh. probably might have been wiser to have done this at the end. But. So we're going to turn this into hay bales because, as I said last time, we haven't decided, or I'm asking you guys to decide whether we should start with the sheep or the cows. By the time this video gets to you, I'm hoping that I'll have a few comments as to the direction that you think I should go. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this, and we're going to go and well, we might store some of it in the forage wagon, just so that we can get some grass to either of them. But we'll also probably do some hay with the rest. So we'll get a load in the forage wagon, and we'll turn the rest into hay. And what we can actually do is quite useful on this. Well, I have ways of making sure we don't waste anything. Well, actually, what we don't do into feed will go into creating silage. And we will probably, yeah, that's the way I'm going to go. So anything that we don't use to feed animals will go into creation of silage. We will eventually have both cows and sheep. It's just a case of which are we going to do first. So here's what I'm asking. Wait, that'll do. Straighten that up. Lift that up. Okay, and then we will get turned around again. Might have been wise to have done that last, but never mind. Just turn around in the gateway. Alright, and away we go. So back out with that, and then we will travel in just ever decreasing circles, keeping as close to the edge here as we can. Until we've got the field finished. But yeah, so as I was saying, this feels like a huge map. And it is breathtaking in its scope in places. It really is. A few people have said they've had frame rate drops. Yeah, it is a very detailed map, and I'm not overly surprised that I'm dropping to about 27 frames per second. It's not the end of the world, but yeah, it is one of those. It is one of those maps that's quite resource heavy. So I am. It is running at a slightly lower frame rate than I normally try and get. I normally get about 10 frames per second, a little higher. I am running on full detail, so there is that. I could conceivably run it a little lower detail with a better frame rate. But, I like running at full whack, and I don't really notice anything, you know, unless it drops below about 20 frames per second. There we are. So round and round we go. So we want to get this. Probably best thing to do actually is to windrow this up. It'll get the stuff out of the sides and make things easier on us. So we will. That is the next thing we'll do. put the grass into the trailer of the Throw Dragon, ready for use. Now I can put some into the animal feed troughs without there being any animals in there, but it may not last as long as we hope, especially if we get a lot of animals. Although admittedly, to get 10 cows, I think we need £50,000. We're not there yet either. So, yeah. There we go. Alright, that's got that. On to round 5. Yeah, with this mower it is just a case of doing concentric circles until you get to the point where it doesn't make any sense to do the ends anymore, and then you just go down each side. There's no cutting in with this because you will just destroy crops or destroy grass. It goes at a decent rate. I mean, we're going 9 miles an hour, so that's good. And it's cutting fairly well, so it is a bit of an odd, it's a slightly odd mod, this. The connector doesn't seem the joint at the front doesn't quite seem connected. Go. Is yeah. Wondering if it would be beneficial to have some sort of front mower. I'm not sure this tractor though could handle a front mower. I'm not sure if it's powerful enough. I think we've got sort of 2 general purpose tractors here in this and the TW15. We don't really have a yard tractor at all yet. So I think I need to look into that as part of the setup. I do have at least one in mind. I need to get a second. Both of them, I think, are going to be mods that I work on myself. Right. But I need to make sure that they're still accurate. I do that. Okay, and round. There we go. The ever shrinking grass. Right. See, we're getting to ends now. It's going to be a while before we because it's quite nicely curved around this field, so it doesn't so much have an up and down. beyond, well, you kind of have this big long curve round, which is one side, and then the straight, which is the other. You do have an end up here, but for the most part, it's all good. Yeah, so you got this corner here. One of the nice things about this mower, it does turn the corners well. You can do a sharp corner without losing any grass. My issue is it doesn't quite do a full width because there's an overlap between the tractor's back tyre. Okay, see this corner here, this will do fine. But it's sort of two curved sides to this field. With two sharp corners. Which actually works really well for this mower. And the way we're mowing this. Kind of feel like I'm going up and down, even though I know I'm not. It's yeah, it works, which is good and nice and helpful. So okay, so I do still have that little bit of canola to do. So we'll probably do that in the live stream, I think. And we need to get some water to our cows or our sheep, whichever we go with. Considering doing a little bit more setup on that. With how we've got, because we've got the hook version of the lorry, we may be able to put a water tank up at one of these yards and fill a smaller water trailer from that. So which I think would be a great way to do it. So I'm looking into that. I think, of course, all these things cost money. So we've got lots of harvesting to do to make sure we can afford it. Right, and round. There we go. Almost round now. Yeah, I think this telegraph pole has collisions. I know a few of my fellow YouTubers like to remove the collisions from things like telegraph poles. I don't, because to me that adds to the realism. It causes all sorts of problems with course play, but I have to deal with that at the time. But for me, I wouldn't drive through a telegraph pole, so you know I need to work around it. I need that collision there to ensure that I'm going to work around it. Not much on this, and now we are almost doing an up and down. Very much that we're, you know, doing almost well, that is definitely an obtuse angle. we're sort of doing an almond sort of shape at the moment. And this is where the fun starts. Because with this mower, it is actually fairly difficult to do the other side of this telegraph pole. Yeah. So that's what I was saying about the collisions. And because of the way this swings out, there we go. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get the next bit done. I have an inkling it's going to leave a little bit of crop destruction, I think. I don't think there's any way around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the mower behind me. And around the pole like this. And swing it back out as I come out. There we go. Minimal crop destruction. Right, and then our last patch. There we go. Right, so mower off and up and fold it in. And we'll go and put it back in the shed and get the windrow out. Put it back in this shed, I think. There we go. Parked up. There we are. And drop it down. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a strange connector there. And then over here should be our windrow. There we go. And we'll just buzz around the field with this, and that will get. This we'll be able to move fairly quickly with this. I'm far enough from the edge. I am. Good. Down and on, and away we go. Right, so we're looking to merge 3 rows into one every time. We won't get a 4th, not by any means, but yeah, it should take 1/3 of the time to do this job at most. This is a mowing row. We've done our mow, now we're doing our row. And we are getting a decent amount of grass actually. Quite happy with that. I do like the fact that the grass goes more yellow on this map. Makes it much easier to see where you've cut. I think it's the one issue I have with Pemberlin is that it's almost impossible to tell where you've cut. And when you're doing a video diary and a first-person series, that's really difficult. Oh, I might push that out of position. There we go. Right, we'll do one more headland. So lift that up. go again. Then we will go up and down. You can see, Lou, we could still make hay out of this. So. But yeah, let us know what we should be doing. Do you want to see cows or sheep worked on first from the animals? I think we will probably do some more harvest or something else to start off with next time. But yeah. Like to get started on the animals once we get some money in. Right, lift that up, and then let's get some rows going. Alright, and round. Oh, I would like to get all four here. I'm not going to. Oh, almost. A little bit of clean up on that end bit to do. Should be able to get around this pole here like this. Yeah, there we go. Very nicely done. We are gonna have some nice rows of grass here to pick up. Two more. Yeah, this and one more, and then that little bit of cleanup to do, just to finish off the first row we started on. So we started a little bit into it, unfortunately. And then this isn't quite gonna, yeah. We are gonna have a little bit on the ends to collect up. Not much I can do about that. Just row up this last little bit. That done, ready to pick up next time. So yeah, there are several jobs that we can do. Still lots to be done around here. And we'll just run down here, re-row this so that we can get this little bit up there, like that. It up and back we head. Right, so I am going to finish it there. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.